So tell me about that day. It was the day that you had what's called a widowmaker. And so for folks that might not understand, it is a heart attack, but there is I think a 12% chance of survival with a widowmaker. And a widowmaker is one of those that you don't really know you're having a heart attack. Is that kind of the, the sort of
Well,
the symptoms?
yeah. Well, I mean, the first sign of a widowmaker is sudden death.
Ugh.
To really put it bluntly, and I kind of equate it to a light switch. Either the light switch gets switched off or it stays on, and yeah. I mean, I'm just
Holy shit.
yeah. So
Like
grateful to be here.
that's real.
Yep, yep. Well, yeah. So we'll rewind to Kona 2019. Jan wins, breaks the course record. I come in second, first American under 8 hours, and then COVID hits, right? So kind of everything gets shut down beginning of 2020, and Challenge Miami, Bill's race was the first big, like one of the first big races back during the COVID, post COVID. And it was Jan was racing, so I was really excited. I'm like, okay, here I get a race the goat again, because whether I win or not, I always love to race the best guys, because then number one, I pushed myself harder than I ever would before, but then I really knew where I stood. It's such a great benchmark to test yourself.
Iron sharpens iron.
Yeah, yeah. So it's always just a pleasure to race those guys. And we were in I think a 5-man breakaway. I had the swim of my life. We're up at the front. Here it is again. There's a small group of guys, and then about halfway, 2/3 through the bike, I started getting the signs or symptoms that you would equate with a heart attack. That spreading pain across the chest, sharp shooting pain down my left arm, and then my left jaw just starting to lock up. And I did pause for a second and said, okay, is this a heart attack?
Jesus.
And then I looked down at my Garmin, and I'm going 30 miles an hour on the Miami Homestead Speedway. And I'm like, there's no way I'm having a heart attack and going 30 miles an hour. Like I should be lying on the asphalt right now. So I said, okay, let's back it off. Let's just try to recompose yourself and just keep going. Because like I said, and that race in 2011 in Kona, I made a commitment. If anybody's familiar with Teddy Roosevelt's Man in the Arena,
yeah.
I stared in the mirror after that race and I read that to myself. It's another thing I took from the Naval Academy. And I didn't want to be one of those
great poem or whatever they call it.
Yeah. To sum it up, you don't want to be one of those cold and timid souls who knows neither victory nor defeat. And that's what I made that commitment, not to give up, not to quit. And so here I am. I should have made a caveat, unless you're having a life-threatening medical emergency.